Woo! What's going on, everybody? What's up? What up, what up, what up? Splice, what's good? What's up, Real? What's up, Hunter? What's up, Don Wee? What's up, Jacqueline? What's up, guys? Splice, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I heard there was a Rex weekly. That's what I was told. That's currently going on right now. I'm not at the form to hit that right now either, but last week I was kind of teasing my Left 4 Dead 2 campaign, and I said, "Fucking why not? Let's tease the whole thing." So I'm gonna turn the zombies off, so there's like no spoilers to the panic events, I guess, but I will show off the maps and talk about them because this thing's been in development for a long time. What's up, guys? What's up? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Let me get this. This thing's been in development for a long time. It's been in development for 3 years. Yeah, just hit 3. Yeah, it was like right around 2020, like December 2022. I thought it was out. It will be at some point. I'm hoping this year. But this is the point where I start teasing it, so that's how you know I'm a little bit more talking about it. A little bit. I'm okay with like talking about it and stuff because I think it'll be out at some point. Okay, so here we are. I'm boot up my Left 4 Dead 2. I'll boot up the map, and we'll just get it started. I might turn the audio for the game off. Yeah. Maybe just turn the music off. The game audio is fine. But yeah, so this is a 5-map campaign. It's called Paradise of Doom. And yeah, we're gonna go over it. Alright, here we go. So basically to load it, you have to load it through console. And then, so basically there's gonna be no zombies, so we're just gonna talk about the levels and kind of just like let this play out. What's up, Trek? What's good, man? Yeah, it's called Paradise of Doom. It's I don't think I've ever shown it off officially, so here we are. Great night tonight. Yeah, what's up, man? Alright. So what you do is just turn off the director, so that's... And then now the zombies are gone. So now we can kind of just like talk about the map, talk about the levels. Epic map, thank you, man. Yeah, so this is, this starts out on a cruise ship. Pretty nice, and also the renders are at their fastest, so don't expect like anything too crazy. As far as like lighting and stuff goes, there's probably gonna be lighting bugs. This is like the fastest render. I wouldn't put it out on a very fast render. But yeah, so this is a cruise ship, 5-map campaign. It's been in development since like 2022, 2023, like very late 2022. I think I started it. And then 2023, I kind of pushed hard and like was really working on it. So yeah, there's like custom models. There's a whole bunch of shit. There's a lot of stuff. I've never shown this off, so yeah. I think one of the things that has like made this campaign like go in, like it's the most I've spent on like a campaign. And like really the reason is a lot of these levels had to be like changed. A lot. Like I had Whispers of Winter. I didn't necessarily have that happen. Like with Whispers of Winter, I think I just chugged along. It was probably like less than a year, like 8 months or something, or 8 months, and I had a campaign. For this one, actually, like a lot of the maps had to be changed multiple times. So this one was one of them. I was sending the campaign in probably like 2024 to people, but they were like sending it to their friends and they were like playtesting it, and they were complaining a lot. They were complaining about the length of these maps. Like they were saying like, oh, these are like too long. Da da da. So that was like one of the big things. People were just like saying these levels were like way too long. And there is a really long level, probably intentionally on map 3, but I didn't really want the rest of the campaign to feel like a slog. So I had to, I'll go through some of them, but there was like many ways I had to basically make the levels a little bit more interesting and make them more compact. This was one of them. I think I changed this one like, it's probably 6 months ago, which is kind of crazy. This one had to be made a lot shorter. Crazy bottle detail. Yeah, these are from Dead Air or something. I don't know. They're just nice models. I might have like some skins that like change those to realistic bottles or something. I don't know, but they're those are like actually in the game. But essentially, this level I had to make a lot shorter, and I did make it shorter. I made some crazy changes recently, like a couple weeks ago, guys. Like this map has like changed quite a bit. But so how this map came about, and I mean this chapter in this campaign, this is chapter 1. So I don't recommend doing this, but like I created, here, this will make it more cinematic while I tell this story. Whee! How do you guys like that? What if I turn the HUD off? There you go. Now it's like you're watching it behind Nick's shoulder. Now oh. There we go. You guys like that? Alright, there we go. So essentially this campaign started out as like a 4-map campaign. And this was probably like when I first made it in my head, I was like, this could easily be a 4-map campaign. And then I was like, shit, I was like, if I could make one more chapter, I was like, what should I do? And I was like, I would do like a cruise ship where you like get off the cruise and you gotta, like, it was a really intense idea. It was basically like what this map was. So this map was made last. So I made map 2 first, then 3, 4, 5, and then I went all the way back and made 1. And I don't recommend doing that because you can run into a lot of bugs. I ran into like bugs on Whispers of Winter for a similar thing. And there were some bugs with like item spawning. Like you can basically have items spawn on the following chapter incorrectly if you do what I said. By the way, if you guys are just coming through, there's a Discord down below. Join below. There's a lot of mappers and like kind of content creators down there. In that Discord. There's a Reddit too, I think, but don't worry about it. You can join that too, I guess. But the Discord, join that up. If you're in the stream, you'll like it there. But essentially, I made the maps out of order, and that like did cause some bugs. I don't recommend doing that. Like I made map 1 last, and normally I'd recommend like making map 1 like first. Are those Brockhampton lyrics? Oh shit, yeah. How do you? No, not yet. But yeah, there will be Brockhampton lyrics. There is some references, yeah. Some of these are like references to later levels. This one's just like the resort is the later, like one of the later chapters is a resort. You go to the resort, so it says like follow the sun, taking rescues, what happened. There is Brockhampton lyrics, yeah. Later though. I did go more ham on those. No one's gonna fucking see that unless I tell you guys that. Sick references. This is if you guys don't know, like this is kind of self-referential, but this is from this is a reference to the Richard Burnish show. Shoutouts to him. I've played Thomas Burnish on that little show. I decided to reference it. This was like, it was a little bit more relevant when I put this in there. It's kind of been I don't know if the show is still around anymore, but yeah, there's like references to that. Where's rescue? No idea. Yeah, just basic shit. This is some people were asking, like when I first made this, they didn't know this was a cruise ship. But yeah, this is a cruise ship. You can't really like, I had a lot of problems. You'll see later on. Just like I'll talk about some of the problems, but um, is the captain dead? We crashed. Yeah. So originally, when I had this idea for this map, I was like, oh, this should be like a really like I wanted this to be more destroyed, and you would see like the outside of the map. Like you would see like there'd be like holes everywhere and shit. But that's like very stressful on the engine because the source engine is like ancient as fuck. So that was like another kind of issue. And I just kind of went for a more basic, like, okay, never mind. You can see the outdoor areas, and there is outdoor areas. But this starts out interior. Yeah, I did make this, yeah. This 3 years of development? Yeah, I was making this kind of just in my free time. The idea for this campaign I had, like 10 years ago, and I just wasn't a good mapper. But yeah, this is a 5-chapter campaign. It should come out this year. That's my hope. It's basically done. I'm leaking it. I'm showing off the maps without the zombies, and these renders are on fast, so the lighting is gonna look better. But this is just kind of to show it off and talk about its development and stuff. Yo, this is fire. Yeah, thanks, man. There will be custom melee weapons. I won't leak what they are, but yeah, there will be custom melee weapons. There'll be 2. One of them is in Whispers, so maybe that's okay. That maybe I did spoil that, but it's 2 custom melee weapons. You don't need to go like so ham on those. Some people add like 6, 7, and I'm like, oh, 6, 7. Oh shit. Some people add like a lot, and I don't think that's necessary because like just add to the game, you know. But yeah, so this is just kind of like a cruise. So this is chapter 1. So if you guys are joining, this is the perfect time. Hit the like button. You get to keep this video, and there's a Discord down below. So join up on that. But yeah, so this campaign. This section came later. The original version of this map when I first made it, it was a lot bigger, and people told me it was like kind of boring. Like it was just it was too much. So I completely redid this first section of the ship. 6, 7, boy, yeah. I redid it like recently because I had people like kind of complain about the length of the campaign, so I redid it. Made it a little bit more compact. So yeah, there's some like rooms here. You go over here. Ship crash. Yeah, so we're in a ship. How long did each chapter? How long is each chapter? I mean, the campaign as a whole is probably like 50 minutes to an hour. An hour if you're probably going slow, but like 50 minutes is like what I was getting it to. It's probably a little bit shorter now. But yeah, so essentially, like, when I was first making it, one of the problems, it was like an hour and 10, hour and 15, because people were like figuring out the levels, and that was kind of like what they were complaining about. So I did make it a lot shorter. That was one of the things that I didn't have to deal with with Whispers of Winter. I didn't really make Whispers of Winter shorter at all. I've had an idea to make a custom campaign that tells the story of 4 new completely custom survivors. Voice acting, kind of a lot though, so I never ended up doing it. Yeah, Left 4 Dead is not like, if you wanted to do that, that would be a lot of work. A lot of people have had that idea. Those ideas usually fold because there's a lot of rules in the engine. Like the voice lines have to be the same. They have to be the same length. So when you replace voice lines, they have to be exactly the same length as the pre-existing line. So that's like a weird thing that not a lot of people realize. That reason alone makes a lot of people quit. So like there was somebody back in the day who was doing like Life's a Beach, and he was doing the same thing, and that was like one of the things that was a problem, because if you replace voice lines, you essentially are like, they got to be the same. That like they have to be the same length. They have to be a certain file type. They have to be a certain bit rate. Like it's very time consuming, and yeah. Expert on that is gonna take more than an hour. Yeah. So the campaign is a lot shorter now. Now it's the shortest it's been. It's probably, like I said, like 50 minutes. I would have to test it again, but around 50 on normal. That's not too bad in my opinion. Like Whispers is like 40, 45. I only duo without bots. Always depends on your skill. Yeah. So this is like a cruise map, so there's like kind of cruise. signs and stuff. There's custom models, really neat stuff right here. This, I believe this is like from a Cruise Counter-Strike map that was like in the game. Yeah, really nice. Let's see, yeah, there's some custom lights here. There's actually a lot of tool development for someone in the community that, with the weird audio stuff. I'm pretty sure, but I might be misunderstanding what it does. Interesting. Yeah, you never know. Like, maybe one day it could be possible, but it was just like way too. It's like way too time consuming to constrict your like game. You know, your idea for like a mod. Like, it's a lot harder, I think, than a lot of people realize. Not only that, like making a campaign is already hard enough, so doing that shit is like, you know, good luck. Yeah, if you guys are just coming through, hit the like button. Down below, there's a Discord. Join that up. Thank you, guys. Where's Tom Cruise? Dude, maybe I should add Tom Cruise Easter egg or something, or like a little fucking graffiti. Maybe you're right. But yeah, so there's no zombies right now. I turned them off. So that's why I'm just showing off the levels and talking about its development. This was like newer, so all this level I made the most recent, and I also made like changes to it like more recently. Like I said, the original version of this map was a lot bigger, and people didn't really like it. So I'm kind of just taking my time and just talking about shit and talking about it. So this is chapter 1. So if you're just joining, you're at the perfect time. Yeah. So there's weapons. Yeah, cruise is over. Get out. Yeah, the ship is beached. Yeah, so stuff on this side, stuff on that side, danger. Alright, and then up here, this is where it becomes a little bit more, you get open, and then you're on the top part of the cruise. Yeah, there is lines. There is survivor voice lines. They're all dead, so they're not talking, but Nick's lines are triggering, so that's why you're hearing them. Yeah, it looks sick. And this is on the fast render, so this is like this is like not like good lighting and stuff. Maybe put a clip there or whatever. Oh, that's alright. It's no big deal. There might be like tiny bugs like that too. This looks perfect. I've wanted more boat themed campaigns. Yeah, this is in the daytime. This is a daytime campaign. And like I said, I made this level last. This was like a more ambitious idea because I never made like something like this. But yeah, this is like really big and like kind of a. This was like a hard thing to make because it's a giant boat set piece. Like originally, like I said, my idea was there was gonna be holes. Like you would see like holes and you'd have to like be careful. Like right here, what if there was a hole? You had to like kind of watch for smokers, but I realized like that's really hard for the engine to render. Like if you add holes and stuff, you gotta make it so it doesn't like render all at once, like things like that. Like more ambitious ideas to the maps like can lead to problems like that. Like oh yeah, you can see the holes and shit, and you can see the windows, but like you might be rendering the map all at once, or you know you might be having issues with the area portals or whatever. So yeah, this little skyline, one of my playtesters was like, you need more stuff in the skyline, you need more stuff in the background. So originally this was just kind of blank. I was okay with it just being blank. But now, yeah, I added these buildings. You don't go to these buildings, but it's just kind of like, you could just see the background and stuff and see, you know, everything back there. This is a 2D skyboxes back there, so, originally that stuff was not there for a long time, but somebody was like pushing me to do it. I was like, fine. But yeah, you can definitely die here. This is like death charge territory. The left side will actually go over there, so yeah. And like I said, I made big changes to this map because I had somebody playtest the map, and we were on map 1, and he was like, man, how many more minutes of this map is there? And I was like, well, we just fucking started. I was like, this is map 1. So I literally deleted a panic event. There used to be a panic event on this level, but I deleted it. And I'm purposefully going slow, so just like keep that in mind. Like don't worry about what I like am kind of complaining about. I'm complaining about it from a mapper perspective. Versus, yeah, there will be versus. There was people play testing this on versus in like 2024. Yeah, it's compatible with versus, survival, and scavenge. Believe it or not, fucking scavenge too. I know. It's just like Whispers. I think every map is available on survival, and most maps are available on scavenge. Oh, that's a little tiny bug right there. That's okay. Little tiny bugs are fun. I'll remember to get that. Yeah, there is scavenge. Yeah. There's 3 maps, yeah, on Scavenge. Scavenge is very hard to add. That's why not a lot of people do it. You have to, like, nav the map a certain way. Yeah, 2024. Dude, this was in development in the end of, like, 2022. So, like, December 2022. How big is this map? The campaign is 5 chapters. If you mean, like, how big, like, how... This is a cruise ship, so... oh, this is an Easter egg. Yeah, it's a Whispers of Winter. Whoa, what's this? Oh my god. This way is not the way most people go, so that this is kind of like, no one's gonna see this, but this way, there's like, most people are going straight, where, you know, no, those Easter eggs are not like, most people are not gonna catch them. You guys are gonna know them because I'm fucking showing them. Dark generator, yeah. Okay, this is the way most people are gonna go. And I'll show where I cut the panic event. There was originally a panic event on this map. Yeah, so you go through here. Originally, this was like, you know, more compact, or I don't know, compact, but like originally this had walls here. I deleted that recently. It was kind of opened up a little bit more. It was a little bit more dark, you know, but I actually kind of like how it, I was just trying different ideas and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of, this is where the panic event would take place. So this is kind of just like, oh yeah, shit went fucking south. So one of the criticisms I had, I remember you playing Whispers of Winter when it released, and I just found your channel, and it was really cool to see you talk about the process. Yeah, man, that's kind of why I did that, because no one really does that. And that's why I'm doing it for the next campaign that I was working on. This campaign is a labor of love, and it's definitely my best campaign. Does this campaign take... Oh, wait, only on the boat? No. So, we're about to get off the boat. So, I'm just kind of showing off the areas, just like, I'm picking through them. Ferox, thank you for the 16, brother. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, there's $5 memberships. You get videos early. It's a good way to give them back to the channel. I appreciate it. I mean, we're all, you know... Well, like it's a small YouTube channel, so I appreciate the love. Thank you. You guys are the best. Seriously, though, I appreciate it. If you guys want to donate, there's a link down below to that, and there's a Discord too. There's a lot of custom models here, like this stuff. There's a lot of like custom tree models. Like there's a lot of stuff that was like definitely challenging to like kind of bring together, but. It was rewarding though. This is like definitely like a labor of love. Yeah, there was a panic event here. This is kind of just the survival mode will still exist. There will be a survival map, and it actually takes place right here. This is like where the panic event was. But I deleted it like 2 weeks ago, so that this is kind of yeah, plot twist, I guess. Right here, so this is where the panic event was. There was a button here, and there was an elevator. And the elevator would take you down, but now you kind of just gotta like. Now there's like a building. I had somebody say, you know, add a building there instead, because the reason why I removed the panic event was because it just didn't really look that good. Like the elevator didn't really look that good at all, and also the fact that the panic event was kind of weak. There was like a nav issue, and essentially zombies were spawning inconsistently. So that was like a big issue, man. Huge problem was that. There's custom models like all throughout the campaign. Like this was like really nice to add. These beds, a lot of nice details like in this area. Some of these are like Counter-Strike models. Like this stuff in the background are all Counter-Strike models. I'm sure you guys might recognize. But yeah, this area was like people complained about it at first because of the fact that like it was very bare. So that was like a lot of. One of the problems, like, with all the maps was, like, it didn't look like a Left 4 Dead 2 campaign. There wasn't a lot of zombie corpses. Like, there wasn't, like, barricaded stuff, like right here. There wasn't there wasn't a lot of that stuff. It needed more detail, so I really did. I went ham on the detail. Like I went crazy. So I deleted the elevator that used to have been here, and that did remove the panic event. But the panic event wasn't that interesting. It was just like a minute long, and you would just kind of wait. And there was like nice survival dialogue that I liked, but or survivor dialogue that was there. But the elevator didn't look that good either, and it was kind of buggy. Just like it would open early, things like that, guys. Like it was the main thing is it was causing the nav to be kind of weak because zombies had trouble like reaching the safe room. Essentially, like the nav was just it was like a little fucked up because of that elevator, and I couldn't get it just right. So ultimately, I just kind of changed it to this where also it kind of just cut out like 2 minutes of like waiting in the elevator, you know what I mean? So now this area you just go straight down. You can take the ladder or just drop down here, I guess. That's what probably most people are gonna do. And then recently I did add these kind of side rooms just to add fucking detail and just be like, all right, whatever. I was really proud just kind of adding neat like side areas. Originally this stuff was just kind of bare. Will there be NPCs? No. No. Just a standard, it's just like a standard Left 4 Dead 2 campaign. You mean like the church guy, stuff like that? Like kind of like that? There's not really any of that either, no. It's just like kind of like a standard thing. This area was really nice, like to get right. This was like, oh man, this was like really nice. I was very proud of like, originally this was like all blank and people were like, add stuff, please. So I did. But you know, just originally, like I said, there was gonna be like more debris and stuff coming from the cruise ship and everything. But like I just kind of had to like worry about the overall optimization of level, and I got it to a good point. So also another change that I did recently, I added this bar area was kind of, it was a little bare, but I added like, you know, fucking restrooms I guess you go into, all that stuff. But there is multiple pathways. So originally this was like a singular pathway, and by the way, the level's almost done. But the safe room is down there. But this pathway was not originally open. I just kind of said, fuck it, I'm gonna add like cool pathways. Hey, what's good, Gore? Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, just showing off the campaign. I'm showing off everything. I'm showing off every nook and cranny. No zombies though. But yeah, there's like multiple pathways to get to the safe room, and there is an alarm car. Because another reason why I removed the alarm car. Damn, that's a lot of Left 4 Dead content. Yeah, I know, man. The reason why I removed the panic event as well is like I realized like just put alarm car at the end, because most maps actually do that. All the official maps put an alarm car on map 1. And there's no panic event. Like I think most of the 5 map campaigns, they all do that same exact thing. But I was really proud on how this like level turned out. This is there's like a custom model here. That's from the Damn It map, by the way. Okay, so yeah, here's the here's the end. So I had a playtester who's like, oh, that roof looks kind of unnatural. I'm like, fuck you, I'm leaving it. Sometimes you just gotta move on. You can't obsess about like things like that. I'm already obsessing about enough. Alright, so yeah, here's the end of the level. But yeah, so you can see the cruise in the background, the cruise ship. Really nice. Little things like that are always nice touches. So I'll show the next map as well. So this will go into map 2. Yee! I'm starting to like you too, Nick. No. Map 2 was actually made first. So this was the first chapter I made. And then that was like originally when I had the idea of this being a 4-map campaign, I started with map 2. But then I went back and I was like, oh, let me add this like cruise map. That ended up being more problematic probably than it probably could have been. What's up, Spider Dude? What's good, man? When are you releasing this? This year. Yeah, this year. It's like pretty far in development. It's been 3 years in development, so yeah. There's like graffiti. Anyone from the ship survive?
Because all you think about is risk.
Yeah, Nick's talking to himself. There is lines here.
If you aren't ready, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Never Ending War Easter egg. I wonder what that campaign is. Probably dog shit. Yeah, so there's like a lot of cool shit. This is like a garage. Yeah. Really kind of good vibes. It's one of those safe rooms you would live out in. And I just kind of wanted to like have more of like a blue kind of vibe. It starts out as like blue and then it becomes basically like kind of Dead Air inspired. The lighting, yeah, there we go. Now it switches. We just step out of there. Again, this is on a fast render, so just keep that in mind. It might look a little bit different. It's gonna look less dark, probably, with HDR. But yeah, so these are originally this map was called the Streets, but now it's called it's something similar. I think it's called the Interstate or something along Lakeside. Yeah, I think I was like going through many ideas I wanted to call this there because there is like a lake portion of it. But yeah, this is technically nighttime. The lighting is very similar to Dead Air. Originally, this was a daytime map when I first made the campaign, but I had some people that were like, no, like add a little bit. There was already like some oh, the album plug. Oh, dude, yeah, you caught that. You caught that, Splice. No, most people are not gonna catch that. Yeah, that is an album plug. Nobody is gonna catch that shit. You caught that shit. Nice. Yeah, nice. I wonder who made that. Anyways, so we go over here. Pretty. It starts out like kind of a standard Left 4 Dead map. You just go into like buildings and kind of loot them. And then there's more lakeside elements that kind of just like breathe throughout the map. This takes place in Florida, so this is like kind of inspired off from Florida. Not exactly like one-to-one, but you'll see later on in the campaign. It's based off this like real life resort that I went to as a kid, and I wanted to like make it into a map really bad. The lighting is flickering here because this is a fast render. Fast renders do this shit when the lighting is fucked up. Yeah, so ignore it. Alright, so you go through here. There's actually a death charge here, but you're supposed to go this way. Yeah. This is where you can die. Originally this part of the room wasn't open, but I decided to do that a little bit later. But yeah, you can see the later part of the map by going out here. It's really nice, actually. Yeah. I'm really proud of how that turned out. And this is map 2 for those just coming through. So here's like kind of the more beach side kind of elements. I think this model is from Counter-Strike Global Offense or some shit. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little fucking bug. I'll have to fix that. But that's from the previous map. So that's one of the fun things you gotta like. It's a good luck charm. A machete in the sky. No, but that's one of the things I brought up where previous weapons, because I made the maps out of order, previous weapons can spawn. Yeah, previous weapons can spawn in the same map and then spawn in the next map, and it's because like the maps were kind of made out of order. That's the reason why that happened. So yeah, I'll have to see where that spawns in map 1 and probably remove that. Fun times. But mostly it's not too bad. That's like a minor nitpick. It only happens on this map. Yeah, so this kind of just like you can like go in these houses and just kind of not in them, not all of them, but there's like items and stuff over there. This is the way you go. Oh shit, someone's. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, man. So over here is where you go, and then this is kind of where it gets a little more dangerous. There's like a death charge right here, but you go down here, and this is also like a death charge spot. You just go over here, and that's like the lake. The lake does not kill you until you go like past the signs, like really deep. Then it will kill you. Yeah, this part looks nice. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, this level is when like it's like the build up to the later the future levels. So this is kind of just like the main part of the campaign is the resort, and this is kind of like the lead up to the resort. This is just like a house. It's all boarded up. It's a side house. These are like side houses and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I do like charge spots, but I try not to overdo them. I've seen a lot of mappers overdo them. If you think like that's me overdoing them. Like when I was a kid, I loved doing them. What's up, Miko? What's good, man? Welcome. Yeah, if you guys are just coming through, this is map 2. This is the lakeside. So yeah, this map does get kind of dangerous in certain pockets. Like right here, you could technically die here, but honestly, I've never seen it happen. At the fence, I've seen it happen. Yeah. This has been tested in versus. That's how I know.
Don't shoot that car.
I used to go for crazy depth charge spots too. Yeah, everyone. I've seen some maps be absolutely ruthless with them, and I wouldn't say this campaign does that, but there is spots where yeah you can die. There were certain spots where I also nerfed. I nerfed them throughout development just to kind of like I was like this is too much. There's an alarm car here, and there is a panic event as well. Later on in the level, we're about halfway. I'm kind of just like going through it very just to show all the detail and stuff. Like I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is also a death charge spot right here. Yo, nice. I like DK Bonanza too. The King K. Rool thing was really cool. If you guys haven't played that game, King K. Rool shows up. Spoilers. So there is a split pathway here. So if you take the right is the fastest way. But you lose the opportunity of getting more weapons. You can get weapons earlier, like the tier 2. Yeah, I did make it myself. There was custom stuff, like custom models and custom melee weapons that I didn't make. But the mapping, yes, yeah, 100% was me. And there was obviously people playtesting it too. But yeah, if you didn't know, I made Whispers of Winter. This is kind of like a sequel to Whispers of Winter. So yeah. I'll show the other way. I'll show the, I'm kind of just showing off the levels just for fun, just to kind of build hype, build speculation, whatever. The zombies are turned off right now. So yeah, this is also a death charge spot too. So it's definitely more risky going for the tier 2 here. But obviously, like tanks, if you get a tank here, it sucks for the tank, because they can just get fucking sniped. They get peeled. But there is, yeah, there's these god-awful weapons and a rifle. And then you get the Scar. I didn't spawn any shotguns, but all the rifles spawn here. Yeah. And this is before that you actually would get them later in the level, so some people might actually fuck with this. There's like other stuff here. There is a survival mode for this level. I believe it takes like I think this like major big. It takes point of like a big portion of the level. I think that this portion is like one of the areas. But yeah, so let's go the way to go. Bring it over here. So this is the actual way to go. That this is like a hotel complex thing. Yeah. And then you go up the stairs here. And then these two rooms lead to the other building. So
Cross quick before smoker grabs you.
yeah, Nick is right. I like when maps add that little detail. That's from the passing. But yeah, you get smoked here. You got to walk all the way around. Getting smoked and charged is a little bit of a nuisance. It's not necessarily like it's not like game breaking, but yeah, it is a bit of a slog. And let's go over here. And there's actually two ways. Most people are gonna go down the stairs to get out. There's actually another way to get out that I added recently, just for fun. I totally just could have left that way. You could take one of these, just leave out the window. Whee! This is kind of like a back way. I guarantee you most people are probably not going to take this way. And then you just go up here. There you go. I do like how you build it around infected play, because even the official maps, the official campaigns, they don't do it very well sometimes. Definitely right about that, yeah. I think most of them try to figure it out like correctly, but definitely some custom campaigns don't figure it out that well. But yeah, so this is kind of the set piece of the level, is like this walk to the resort. A lot of people are like they like this part of the level.
Military's still here.
Yeah. This area was originally a lot more blank. It was a lot more bare. But I added, are the SI able to go on the roofs? They can. It's a little funky because they're curved, but there is, like, ladders here they can technically go up. I haven't tested if they're all, like, one of them might be, like, fucked up, but, like, I did think about y'all, yes. The panic event here is a scavenge, panic event. But yeah, so this is kind of like, this is like an infected zone, and it's kind of just overrun or whatever, and there's like, you know, hedges, stuff like that. This is on a fast render, so some of the shadows are really dark, but you get the point. And then you get here. This was actually the first part of the map, or the whole campaign that I made was this area, because I knew this area was like important to get right, and I do like how it turned out. It's a big fucking set piece. And there's little, that fountain's a custom model. I think that's from a mod. I think it's from a Counter-Strike mod. You can see the next level here, and I like when maps do that. This is like this is where you go in the next chapter. And this is also like what. Yeah, this is where the panic event takes place. There's tier 2 there. And then this is where you basically would get swarmed by zombies. There's only 2 cans. 2 can, get it? Okay. There's 2 gas cans. One is over here. I could spawn them, but fuck it, I'll show them. There's only 2. I think at certain points there was like 3 or 4. Everyone kind of has a different opinion on how many like gas cans you should do on a scavenge event, and this is like technically the first panic event now, so I didn't want it to be too difficult. Like I had some people say they're too far apart, and then I had some people say no, you should add 3 and 4 like you originally did. I think the way they're spaced kind of balances it out fine, but also people don't like throwing gas cans. Like, as much as we like to pretend we do, most people don't like slogging gas cans and like tossing them around like they're hacky sacks. Like, most people don't fuck with that. One bug that was really fun was you could Molotov this room and totally fucking destroy this gas can before it was able to spawn. Yeah, that was a fun bug to patch. There's a custom sign over there. Yeah, that's somebody made that for me. That was really nice. It's the Getaway Resort. But anyways, you just go back here. 2 cans is perfect, I think. It's just enough. Like, I don't want this to be like too difficult where people are raging from the map. And then this will open. The fence model here is like multiple models. The engine fucking hates this shit. Rendering it is a bitch. But yeah, I do like this map. It was originally a sunny map. It was like the first thing that I like created was like this area, and this was like all like, it was sunny. The next map is sunny again, so it goes back and forth where map 1 is sunny and then map 2 is dark. Map 4 is dark and then map 5 is sunny again. So the map is almost over. Go up here, and then there'll be chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the longest one, but intentionally, it was like intentionally supposed to be like kind of the more difficult one. Somebody asked if there was Brockhampton lyrics. This safe room does have Brockhampton lyrics. I know I can't help myself. I do like this safe room too. This safe room was fun to get right. But yeah, that's sweet. What the fuck? Yeah. So here we are. Most maps, the like No Mercy still has like tier 1s in their map 3 safe room. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do the same thing. Even though like you technically could have gotten tier 2s at this point, but okay. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Okay. So yeah, there's like custom graffiti here. These are Brockhampton lyrics. Yeah, these are. Yeah, there's Brockhampton lyrics in other safe rooms too. Yeah, these are, both of those are lyrics. Yeah, there's zombies down there. Yeah, these are kind of references to later parts of the level. The casino. There's a pool section. You guys are gonna like the pool section. There's some like funny ones. You know, I have a sense of humor. Alright, through here. So now we're essentially like in the parking lot of the resort, and then we will make our way. There's like actually many set pieces in this map. This is probably the most set piece dense kind of area. But yeah, this is also a long map, so I actually did not nerf its size, but I did want to nerf the other maps. So when this map like kind of came around, like I didn't want it to feel like a slog. But this map was kind of like the overall like kind of fuel for the campaign. Like this idea for this whole map was like kind of really cool to make. I added this window recently because I was like, oh, I could add a window here, why not? And it actually really fucking looks nice because you can see this is the later part of the map, and you also saw this in map 2. But yeah, so I like when maps do shit like this. But yeah, we'll be back over there later on. W map, what's up, kid? What's up, man? All right, so over here. Can make our way down. Either side actually doesn't matter, but these are kind of also, you can just like see the other part of the map later on. Alright, make our way down here. These doors were originally locked, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna make the map a little bit shorter. I'll make them unlocked so you can go out that way, get tier 2. And then we go through these kind of like hotel rooms. Not all of them are open, but you can go in through some of them. These are like custom box models. And then you can kind of go out here. This is kind of like... This area went through a lot of iterations. It was originally like very bare, but now it looks like really kind of rich with detail. And there's like, you can see like other buildings in the background. Again, that stuff was not there. I did not have this idea originally. My playtesters were telling me to push this area more, for the better actually. If I would have just went with my own idea of like, this area essentially was like very bare and like straight, and this was also an example of like, this stuff was like not really in the map, if that makes sense. You guys have no idea. I'm gonna show it in a video probably, but like, these go a long way on like filling out maps. Like barricades and zombie piles, like they're the backbone of like almost every Left 4 Dead map. And originally this campaign didn't really have a lot of those. Like, I wanted to just look pretty. But I had people like tell me over and over, it needs more detail, it needs more detail. This is like what they meant. They wanted more like corpses and like barricades and stuff. So I like went ham with it in this area. Also there's like, you know, there's other branching paths. You can go in here. Not a lot of people are probably going to go in here. But it's kind of like one path you could go down. But you can also go straight. Yeah, zombies can... You know, this is like an interesting zone in versus because it's like a tight hallway. There is a car here. It makes no sense actually. There's a car here, but just fuck it, whatever. Like I was like, I just want to add something there. I need to add a reason why this tree is like fallen because I wanted the tree to be like you could see the lights and the like. It looks really fucking good, honestly. The lights are like hanging off of it, and I wanted like the tree to like extend into the fucking beyond, I guess. Maybe I can add like a garage door. Maybe it doesn't really need to. Maybe like down there you could get the idea. The truck came through that way. But there's like other side rooms. What's up, Begone? How was that tournament, bro? How was the tournament, brother? I'm showing off my campaign right now. Showing it off with no zombies. This is map 3. 3 years of work went into this, so yeah, I'm enjoying showing it off. So yeah, this is the kind of sign for the resort. This area was changed recently, so that I added like kind of plants, and this is kind of like an inside area where you can see where like the elevators are and stuff. Placed 7th out of 20th. I heard you went in losers right away. Was it tricky? This area was originally like months ago. This area was like not as detailed, and it was kind of, it looked more generic, and it was fine. But I wanted to like add the plant stuff, and originally you could see outside in another iteration of this, but I had to change that because the source engine be bugging. But yeah, originally you could see like the skyline coming through, but whatever. It's fine, honestly, the way it is. But it looks better than the iteration of it when it was like bare, and it was like a lot more linear. You tore everyone up with down smash. That move is gonna get nerfed so fast. I can't wait. Someone got mad at me. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with Bomberman. They're gonna nerf him. You gotta hold back the character. I'm kidding. But congrats, Ed. This area was also recently added. The original version of this area was really boring. It was like just like go down this long pathway, and I needed something. I needed to figure out like how to do the same thing but not make it as boring. And I like when I cracked this room, I was like, oh, thank God, because it looked really fucking boring. You guys would have been like, yeah, whatever. And I really kind of like filled out this area. Again, this map has a lot of set pieces. Now this one actually really did become one, which is good because, like I said, the original version did not look. It was kind of boring. It was just like it was a basic like just it didn't have like the plants or anything. Like it just go down hallway, okay. And then this way you can shoot down this railing. Yeah, you can either go down the ladder or go down that. And then this way, you don't have to go outside, but you can grab Molotov here. I always like maps do little Easter egg like item placements, so they're just kind of like just out of the map where you can grab them. So this goes into like a locker room section. Here we are. And this section was like really nice to get working. I had this idea like really early on, so this all made it from like 2023 or whatever. So yeah, and then you go to kind of a hot tub spa kind of area. The water looks kind of different than the other water that'll show up in a bit, but I wanted it to look kind of steamy, kind of hot. And this wasn't here in previous updates, but this water was like disappearing like a couple months ago, and it was actually a problem with my fucking source engine and needed to be reinstalled. Need to upgrade those funk breakable railings. Yeah, honestly, it was originally no railings at all, but I don't know. I like the way they are now. I mean, I could make them a little bit more. Maybe they're like smaller, but the map's still in development though. I mean, it's... Yeah, then you go into this area. Tanks can break down this class. Survivors and regular infected cannot, but yeah, this is the part of the level a lot of people like. Yeah, this was like another area that like originally it was like really bare and just not, there wasn't like the stuff thrown in the water. Like I kind of just did that later on. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Yeah, there is survivor dialogue. Yeah. This area was kind of done more recently too, where it was like I wanted to make it look more like a kind of a resort kind of area where you go in those rooms. But yeah, there's a couple ways you could technically do what I'm doing, but like getting smoke down here and the water is actually not. It would take you longer to get out because there's a ladder over there. You could take this way, and the way is technically right there. But yeah, this is kind of like another. I'm going backwards just to kind of show this area off a little bit more. But this area was like really cool to add. It was nice to get right. It was a lot more bare in the earlier updates. Yeah. Yeah, this is another area. This kind of was nice to get right. All right, let's go over here. This is definitely a little interesting area in Versus because you could smoke them in the water and they have to go all the way around. Or you could get charged into the fucking water and that's also a bitch. This area I changed recently. This was, I just kind of changed like this. Like I just did that and then I added more areas for like people to like kind of go into. Oh, this looks really nice. I added this recently. The shadows look like this, probably it's a low render, but ooh. Yeah, that's the skybox. I can fix that though. I might just like make this room, I might make it boarded up. This is just a side room. I felt like adding on a whim. So yeah, this is another side room that I just added. This is for like, this is like a rescue closet. Yeah, another side room, just kind of. Alright, and then up here, this is the way to go. Yeah, so this is really tricky with chargers. Chargers love this area. But yeah, this area was, fuck, this was like, I was changing this up recently, but it looks really nice now. Originally I was gonna like add balconies to those windows, but it fucked with the lighting, and I liked the fact that like you could see the sun kind of come up, and I said, you know what, most maps they just fucking have the smoke. Most Left 4 Dead 1 maps especially, they just board up the windows or they put smoke, and I was like, that's a really smart way to do that. But I did add like models in the background, like that's a model. That was what I added recently. Originally it was like a 2D image, but now it looks fucking fantastic. I really like this kind of set piece now. But yeah, you can see like the zombies and shit. And then this is the way to go. And yes, in fact, you can spawn up there. There's more items. And then now you make your way back into the resort. So this way there's like a split pathway. You could either go left or right. I'll show them both. This is kind of just like an area where like a speech would be, or it was like kind of like an auction room, because that was like an area I vividly remember when I was a kid when I went to this resort. Yeah, this is like based off of a real resort that I went to when I was like fucking 10. Yeah, you can get items out here. Whee! Yeah. So this is technically the way to go. So this is like where, this is back to where, I teased that area, like on map 2. But if you can also go this way as well. This is like another branching pathway. But yeah. These are custom models. These were in map 1. Yeah. This is my favorite part of the map, is like this area. And this map is long, I will say. Definitely, this is the longest map in the campaign. This is the longest one, yeah. This is a 5-chapter campaign. And I'm purposefully going slow to show everything off, so keep that in mind. The campaign as a whole is probably like 50 minutes. 50, 55. Yeah. OMG red, yeah. So yeah, this is kind of like a nice vibe. Yeah, the red is coming from the lighting. I actually edited this recently. But yeah, this chapter is it's the longest chapter in the campaign. And this was in you could see this area in map 2. Again, not enough maps do that shit, but I love it. I love like kind of teasing. Yeah, this is map 2. In the background. And this is like where survival takes place here. There's also a panic event. Alright, over here. Yeah, I got a lot of Dead Island comparisons. This actually is not inspired from Dead Island, but like I like Dead Island 1. I did not play the other ones though. Yeah, the panic event, it's like a holdout and a gauntlet, but the holdout section is pretty easy. This model is from the scrapped. It's from the sacrifice video like that I made. It's from that scrapped campaign. I just said it earlier. Why did it escape my mind? The scrapped Turtle Rock campaign. It's at the last chapter of that campaign. It's the Union Tech Tower map. Yeah, that's what it is. Originally, you could go up here. And you could like take a ladder up there, but I realized like it was actually really boring going up there. Zombies were not spawning up there that consistently either. You could even go in this room, and this was like the most common. This was a really easy camping spot. You could probably imagine it was really open. So I just took out all the models in there, and I just made it infected only. But yeah, this is a survival area, so you can just kind of camp out here. And the gate is open now. It doesn't take that long. It does have a workshop. Yep. Looks like Daybreak. Yeah, Daybreak. I like Daybreak. I might have used one of the textures in Daybreak. It might have been the sand texture. Yeah. It's kind of just like custom models. But yeah, you go here.
Elevator's here.
You get in this giant fucking elevator, baby. The reason why it's so big, as you can see, when I made this building, I wanted you to see the rest of the level. So I did make it kind of big. Maybe on accident, but whatever, just fucking deal with it. Oh my god, whose music is that? Whose music's playing on the speaker? Oh my god, fuck that. Not me. Not mine. Not mine. This is where you run to the finale, though. Yeah, that is my song Perfect on there. But yeah, I like the fact you can see, like, this is map 4 on the bottom. So this area will be the next chapter at the very bottom. This is where it actually gets pretty hectic, though. But I did nerf this, like, originally it was, like, run to the safe room, but it does stop at a certain point. So it starts out more difficult, like in this portion right here. And originally this area like did not have enough detail. It was like really blank. This is like another example of an area I had to add a lot of shit. And I actually think I did well. This is like a really cramped kind of area now. Originally it was just like, if a tank spawned here, you just snipe it and kill it, like, easily. But yeah, now there's like, you know, there is a couple like death charge spots, not now, but coming up. Make your way down here. Yeah, this is where you can die. Yeah, right here. Death charge here. The floor kind of sinks in. You gotta basically make it through that hole, and the horde will stop. Yeah. So, and the safe room is on the other side right there. So it's not that long actually to get over there. The zombies will basically cool off at this point, and then you just kind of make your way back to the safe room. Some people said I was like overusing this the safe room graffiti, but I'm like, bro, people get lost all the fucking time. You would be surprised. Some people like hate it, other people like they need it. Yeah, this is a safe room. These rooms are like boarded up, but that's just because there's no reason to spawn them in. Like, it's the end of the map. Originally, I wanted you to be able to see like the kind of outside area from the safe room, but I realized like, oh shit, that like takes way too much data to render all that shit. So I basically boarded up. You'll see it boarded up, but like originally I was like, oh yeah, you should see like the previous level through here, through this balcony, but I was like, nah, fuck that. You don't need to render all that just for nothing, essentially. But yeah, there's like bathrooms here. The lighting is dark because this is a fast render, so that's why it looks like this. This is a casino, so yeah, there's like people talking about it. I think there's like more. There's like Brockhampton lyrics over here, yeah. On that one that I was shooting at. Death is coming, baby. Yeah, you can see the kind of side rooms. There's more graffiti out here. There's actually a lot of graffiti on this map. I wanted to like kind of reward people that spend the time to read this shit. There's some like some people were complaining. I'll go over it in a second. Probably when I get in the elevator, I'll go over it. But some of the graffiti is like references to some of these people, some of these fucking playtesters that are playing this campaign, and they're like complaining about like really minute shit that doesn't even fucking matter. And I would just I would make fun of it in the graffiti because I was like, what in the fuck? Like, I'll talk about it. So you're probably like, why would you do that? The group of people that I had, one of the early ones in like 2024, I didn't necessarily want them to like play test it. But like I would send it to this guy. Yeah, this is a death charge spot right here. Yeah, so essentially you take this elevator down. Oh, in the early patches you could jump out the window because you could jump, or not the window, you could jump out the ceiling. Because the way it moves in the source engine, it like forces people out if you like try to jump out. So I clipped it. That was fun. But essentially, people were like complaining about the fact that like you're essentially like going in a circle, I guess. But to me, I'm like, no, you need to go in the safe room and rest. Like like you're going in a circle. This is like, yeah, sure, I guess you are, but. Because this is technically map 3 on the other side of this fence. Like that was the entrance to the other elevator, and this is like the exit. But to me, like, no, they were fucking resting in the safe room. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to like run through this like right away. You know what I mean? So yeah, of course they're gonna take a fucking safe room. Yeah, this is rain. The shadows are really dark because this is again a fast render. So that's why it's gonna look a lot better when you see it when it's finalized. And also I'm in third person mode, so the game is not you know, it's not showing the best side of this game. But you make it through here. Like I said, this is like I said you would get on the bottom part of this level on the previous map, and this is the map where you do. And there's like multiple ways you could go. I went the left side, but you could take the right side too. They're about the same. It's just like big wide open area. You could like if you go all the way back on the other side here. There's like there's like grenade launcher and stuff, but I'm just gonna keep going for the sake of it. So yeah, this is where you go. These are just side rooms. I added those recently. There's a side room over there too. But this is map 5 technically rendered in the background, so you do see the next chapter here. This is the finale as a 2D skybox. I added that recently. That was a tricky thing to add. There was a lot of bugs with that rendering in the wrong place. Really fun. Make your way down here. And this is a casino map, so this takes place on like a basement casino section. So we'll make our way down there. This is kind of like a restaurant. Take this way. Boom, baby, right here. This is the way out. And then it's kind of just like building up to the casino section. Originally, you could go in these rooms. These are more like resort rooms, but I deleted them strictly just because to literally just to add more data to the map. Like I removed these like rooms to add more like set pieces to portions of the map that it makes more sense, if that makes sense. I deleted these so the rest of the map could look better. Like put that in perspective, because this map is like very rich of detail, and this map also took a long time to get right. To go over some trivia, this map had to be shortened a lot because I essentially, to put it in perspective, I was basically like, when I made this map, I didn't really have the best idea on like where to go with it, and like how, like, is it going to be like a zany kind of casino where it's colorful, or like a more realistic take on it. Like I didn't really know. I kind of went with like a more in between, I guess. But this area was just kind of blank. Like this was another example of like a hallway that was really blank, and I just added more detail and stuff. And that was like I added rock, like a rock texture, because like I've been to like a hotel where they did something like that, believe it or not. And I was like, fuck it, why not? Just for this hallway though. Like I don't think that texture appears again. Yeah, so this is like the more this is like what you would expect out of a casino now. This the map like gets good at this point. I do like this area. So we get down here. This area got changed a lot. I think I changed it more recently. Originally this was like just basic like brick texture or something. Like it was just like a really basic gray giant room, and I did not like it for a long time. I was like, God, this place sucks. But I made it similar, like where you kind of start out at a high point right here and then you make your way down. But I added this like a couple weeks ago, this waterfall. There isn't water right there, but there's like a drain. I actually like it. The reason why there's no water is because the engine literally cannot take another water texture. This map is like feature rich. And that's like just kind of like a side area, but it looks really fucking good. And then this kind of area, this was, once I like made this look like this kind of area where it's like the beach, sand and stuff, like I was like, oh, this is way better. What it was before was just like kind of just like basic concrete, brick, did not look good at all. Yeah, it looks very cool. So this is the start of it. This is the start of the casino, and then you make your way through here. And this was like another example of like an area that needed like the barricade, the suitcase stuff, like the dead zombie corpse. Here's another waterfall. Originally this, like the ceiling, you could see the skyline. With casinos, they're actually not supposed, you're not supposed to see the skyline. But I said fuck it, for this section you can see it. This is kind of like a secret little Easter egg I'll show. But that waterfall, you can go in the middle of it. Because why not? Yeah. Because why the fuck not? That's why. See, this is like a secret way. This is also probably for the special infected, but yeah, you can get out that way. And then, yeah, this is like a lot of custom models. The line, the lights, and everything. Again, this is like really dark. It's gonna look a little bit better because this is a fast render. Yeah, this is kind of, these are like custom textures. I think they're from Dead Rising. Yeah. So originally when I first made this level, it was a lot longer. You would go over here and go into like this really, I'll probably talk about this in the video, but it was like not really good looking. You would get in this like abandoned, it was like a abandoned office area. In order to get up there, it was not stairs. It was like a barricade. It did not look good at all, bro. It looked lame as shit. It didn't pass my vibe check, but also I was having trouble to kind of go over like a little tangent here to pause for a sec. I was having trouble rendering this map like 2 years ago, and I didn't really know why, because this is mostly like an interior map, and interior maps render fast. But I sent it to the guy, the playtester, that he would send it to his friends, and his friends would rip it apart or whatever. But essentially he like tried to optimize it, and he got it like to a point where I was like, wow, he optimized the fuck out of it. And I appreciated him for doing that, because optimizing is the most time consuming thing, and it is a bitch. Oh shit, did we get a sub? Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate that for the sub. So it was very time consuming to essentially like to figure out what was the problem with this map. Long story short, the office section that I mentioned like had the office. Do you guys remember the office like thing in Dead Air on map 3 in the office, like where those desks or whatever, where those cubicles? It was basically that, and it was used over and over and over again, and they were off grid, and I didn't even notice it, and I had to delete them essentially. I didn't even know that would actually fix it. I was like, fuck it, it's making the map longer than it needed to be. And there was like an extended like parking garage section as well, and I just deleted them, and it made the map like render like that, and I was able to finally render on fast, and I was very happy. I was like, thank God. And I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna make it shorter, so I added this area. This was originally not here, but yeah, you get down here into the a more condensed parking garage kind of section. And then this is another part of the casino. This is kind of like you know, like a little, I don't know, like nice area, I guess. There's a lot of plants. Keep moving this way. My favorite part of the map is coming up. I like how it like changes a lot. I purposefully did that to keep it dynamic. But you go up here, and this is like kind of the set piece of the map, I would say, is this section. This is like, getting this area was very important. Getting this area correct, I should say. Without like kind of doing what I did, this area could have flopped and been a mess. But this was like, I was so happy you guys like getting this right. First of all, I gotta give a shout out to the guy who gave me these models. These were from Counter-Strike. He like he basically like fucking when I was it was for the cruise level, but they also had these models in there. It was like a Counter-Strike cruise map that was in the game, Global Offensive, and I needed these so badly. Originally, I did not have those at all. Maybe I just gotta be touching this, whatever. That's fine. Nitpicks. But yeah, this area, like getting it right was very, yeah. This was like very important to me. It was like. The casino has never been done in Left 4 Dead 2. I don't think anyone's ever made a casino level. And it's partly because it is there's no assets like in Left 4 Dead 2 that would like fit it perfectly. And like the ceiling, I wanted to get the fucking ceiling right. I fucking did, and I was really happy. And the orange lighting and everything, like ugh, it was a bitch getting this all correct. There was many versions of this area, and it just did not look good. Like, it had different models. It had like models from Fallout that like just I paid for them, but I think I used a lot less of them. But yeah, I like the fact that they're really kind of used effectively to like guide the survivors where to go and stuff. So yeah, we move over here. So yeah, you can go left or you can go right. It doesn't really matter. I can show both, but yeah, this side I think there's like, you know, a bus fucking ran through. Like, I added that like kind of later in development, but when I did, I was like, oh, this is kind of wild, but fuck it. You gotta make it look like a Left 4 Dead map. Yeah, bus fucking ran through. These were the models that were like kind of used more often, but they don't have a bottom, so they're actually kind of limiting. But yeah, that's kind of like connects to the fucking the idea of there being more of a parking garage over there too. All right, let's go over here. This area also was very important. That's a custom model somebody made for me. There's 2 custom models. Getting these were like, I was like, fuck yeah, man, thank you so much. I was so happy. I literally sent him the ideas. I said, give me a devil that like looks like this, and he like did exactly that, and I was like, yo, let's go. I was very fucking pleased. Honestly, bro, I could not do this without that guy. But that's a custom casino sign. Originally, that was not there. This area like looked different many points of development. It originally had more slot machines, but I toned it down. Ironically, I know there's a lot, but I wanted there to be a lot just here. And the reason why survivors can't jump on them, it's actually kind of, oh shit, they can jump on this one. What? I'm gonna patch that. But the reason why I don't want them to jump on it is because fighting tanks is, you're actually like legitimately trolling them if you just jump on this. I must have deleted it on accident, but you see how this doesn't, like, I don't want to troll the tanks by allowing survivors to do exactly what I'm like kind of showing. Like this. And also you could like skip a portion of the level by like just jumping, like, I don't know. I think about those things. Like, no, many people were asking why can't they jump on these, and that's why, because like you're literally trolling the special infected. Chargers can't do anything if you're like this. Chargers are fucked. Everything is fucked. You're literally like, you can see everything. Tanks are fucked. Everything's fucked. So I think about the small shit like that. Most people don't, honestly. But yeah, so that's how I balanced out this area, was make it so you can't jump on the slot machines. I knew that early on that was gonna fuck up everything. I had like many people beg. They're like, please, I want to jump on them. There's like different color ones too. These are actually from Fallout. I had to get the height on them just right, because originally they were like a little too high. Sometimes they were too low. They're just about right. But yeah, I'm just kind of jumping around, showing them off. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, ah! Okay. Keep it moving. Here we are. This is kind of just like a little connecting area. The panic event is coming up. Originally, the panic event was a lot longer. It was a gauntlet, but I didn't like that. It was way too long and contrived. I added a bank vault recently because I was like, fuck it, why not? Like a bank vault that's been robbed. There's like nothing in here. Yeah. That was a fun idea. I just said fuck it on a whim and I did it. Yeah, there's a lot of custom graffiti here. I wanted some of the like pockets of the map to look like a lot of people were like writing on the walls, just trying to figure shit out. Like I wanted it to look like that. And then yeah, here's where the panic event takes place. It is just a holdout. It's like a minute long, 50 second to a minute long holdout. I had some people that were like, how would this fucking thing be here? I don't know, just fucking deal with it. It's time to get serious, okay? And the glass breaks when it shoots. I thought that was a nice detail. There's like glass above. It does break. But yeah, so it's just kind of a basic holdout. It's actually not that difficult compared to what it was originally. Originally, this map was a slog, and I did cut like a fourth of the map, or like a much longer section where you had to like run to the safe room through these like hallways. It didn't look good. It was like extremely contrived. So the fire's gonna clear, and then you can move out. Whee! Here we are. There's like side rooms where the infected can get you. Alright, but this is the way to go. The zombies kind of cool off at this point. But yeah, this is that's a little bit of a bug. There's that'll be an easy fix. That's a proper bug. But yeah. So level is just about done at this point. And then you go up here. Why are these stairs so massive? Yeah, that was something fucking people were saying. They're like, why are these stairs so big? Fuck you. That's why they're big. They're just... I made fun of it in the graffiti. Sometimes people would complain about like the dumbest shit. And I was like, dude, have you ever been under like big fucking stairs? Like, I've seen them. And then over here is the safe room. There was a lot of like changes to the map that I needed to make because when I made it shorter, I had to like change. I had to change the levels and make them like just change small things in order to like kind of make it so it all worked functionally. But yeah, originally map 4 was a lot longer. Long story short. Is that because you were using the casino as a holdout or something? No. Are you talking about the panic event? So that panic event was always a holdout, but then there was a gauntlet at the very end. But I essentially changed it and kind of just made it into a holdout, and the gauntlet part of it is gone. This map, I did show this last time, but I'll show it again. This is my favorite map in the campaign. It's very, very fucking good looking. Like it looks. This is a fast render, so the lighting is technically supposed to look like shit, but it actually like on a fast render it actually looks fucking really good. But this is a gauntlet, so this is like essentially like run to the boat type of deal. So over here, this is like where they would you would get items and stuff. There is some like this is Brockhampton lyrics up here, yeah. But yeah, there's actually, if you play on, if you load this from map 5, there's actually more weapons. It's technically a bug, but it's whatever. There were supposed to be the Counter-Strike weapons here, and a grenade launcher, but they don't spawn because I couldn't spawn them on map 4 because I was trying to save on data. Almost there. So yeah, you just talk to the guy. There we go. There is Suicide Blitz 2 safer music playing off this. That was fun to add. And then you basically make your way through here. Zombies would start spawning here. The panic event is actually, or the finale is actually pretty intense, I would say here. But yeah, you get to show this off and moving over here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you get to see like the resort in the background. Yeah, this area Getting this area right felt so good. You have no idea. And then this area, you can like see the fucking, like originally this was just like a basic room with no ceiling, and then when I took it out, I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And you move over here. Fireworks. I don't know why there's fireworks. Just I wanted to like some sort of like celebration. This is the finale. Fireworks appear in multiple sections. This is the area I kind of worked on the most. There is a survival map that takes place here too. But yeah, this is like the resort section of it. Yeah, so there's many sections you can go. In survival, it's a little bit more. Like I added alternate pathways that don't exist in the co-op version. Like you can go in this way in survival. But yeah, this area looks fucking good. The water does flicker. That's the source engine. It's because there's multiple fucking bodies of water. But yeah, getting this all right was this was definitely a challenge. There's like custom models over here. Yeah, so you can see that. There's like arrows showing where to go, so you go up the stairway. I'm just kind of showing everything off. Not everyone is gonna see this stuff because, again, this is like a fucking run to the boat gauntlet. It's a really tough gauntlet. This area also opens up. You can go back here in survival mode. I didn't have to do that. I just felt like doing that. But yeah, this area in Versus is definitely like people are gonna die right here. You get charged down. But yeah, getting this area right was like really rewarding. So yeah, I'm just kind of showing off this side area and stuff. But yeah, you can technically go over here. A lot of fucking vibes. Yeah, I cooked with this fucking map. But this is technically just a side area to grab items. But yeah, so just follow the arrows. This finale originally was pretty difficult, but you actually have to program something in the engine to, you have to let the engine know that the map is shorter, or I'm sorry, longer than Parish Map 5, which is probably something most people don't even know. If you make a map and it's longer than Parish Map 5, you have to code it in the game so it understands that the map is longer and it doesn't like spawn zombies like infinitely. Because zombies were like spawning way too difficult. Like it was just like the zombie spawns were like insane. Like they were just spawning right in front of you and just trying to murder you. You can technically go this way, and then go. There's like, you know, I like split pathways, but you go that way. I'm just showing everything off because this map is really dense. But if you follow the arrows, you can just go this way. Yeah, I love all the alternate paths. Yeah, there's fruit punch. Yeah, there's custom signs. Yeah, they're just random shit. I was like, all right, sure, why not? There's that custom model again. That fucking that asset. Yeah, this is just like the other side of that alternate path. But yeah, so you just kind of go over here, follow the signs. I actually think the direction on this campaign is pretty good. Like, most people did not get lost. There's maybe like a couple like small areas where people were like getting a little bit lost, but most of the time it was actually not too bad. So there is a drop here. So you gotta go down, be careful. They go off again. when you drop there, it goes off again. And this is the area in map 4. You don't go back here, but you can see it. Like I showed it off. But yeah, this is like map 4 is over there. But yeah, so the map is almost over. There would be a tank coming up. But you just make your way down here. This is like a couple minutes longer than the Parish map 5, so I did time it. So it is longer, but like it's not too bad. There's actually like plenty of biles. There's health. I think I balanced it pretty well. I actually had people say it was too easy. But I'd rather have it be too easy than too difficult. So yeah, there's weapons here. There's a tank. There's actually 2 tanks in this section. Oh god, please no. Okay, the other tank might not spawn because there's no director. Oh no, he is! Oh fuck! Yeah, there's 2 tanks in this section. Originally it was just 1. Do you want me to fight the tanks? Shit, this weapon sucks though. Originally this area had no windows, like it was kind of pull up. Oh dude. Ah! No! Someone said pull up to the bar. You mean the bar in the map? Ah! Oh shit. Oh. Stop. There will be a custom tank skin, so they'll look different. Right now this is like my own skin. There will be a custom tank skin. It's actually in the campaign right now. But not in this version of it. You can't see it because it's not loaded in. I had somebody make it. It's just me over the tank. No. All right, you know what? Fine. I'll make this interesting. I'll beat the tank. Honestly, it's perfect. Yo, thank you, man. Okay, let me try to kill this. In third person mode, that's actually not easy to aim. You would be surprised, bro. I don't want to get hit by the rocks. I got the best weapon, baby. Oh, fuck. Stop. Oh my god. Okay, alright, now we're cooking. Now we're fucking good. Yeah, they can hit that. I would die right there. He just threw the rock and killed him. Will your campaign have hordes? Yeah, the zombies are off, so yeah, there's panic events. I've turned off the zombies just to like show off the levels, and to not completely like kind of leak the experience, I guess. But I did like talk about everything and like a lot of the maps development. I want to release it this year. Yeah, surfboards. So the zombies would like kind of start spawning here, but this is basically the end of the map right here. So let's go over here. Boats here.
We're the forerunners of the goddamn apocalypse.
Yeah. Goddamn, we are. More fireworks. The boat's over there. The zombies actually won't spawn in this area. I did that intentionally to keep it, because like most finales, they have an area where it kind of slows down, and the zombies won't really spawn as intensely. So this area is like that area, essentially. But yeah, so just get on here. Candy asses. Nick said that. I did not make him say that. Whee! And it looks like that because I'm in third person mode. There we go. Oh. Woo! Yeah, you're just gonna look in the skyline like that. What's up, Splinks? I should put Epstein Island in the distance. That's a great idea, man. Splinks, the goat is here, man. Yeah, it shows an hour and 35 minutes. I promise you, it is not that long. We were talking about, we were having a podcast. Yes, thank you. All right, there we go. Woo! Appreciate that. All right, so that was that's essentially the campaign. Woo! I'm actually looking forward to its release. So look out for it probably this year. Sometime this year. There's not really that much to add. It's kind of just like I said it to somebody else. It was just like it's like the cherries on the top. Like if this was like a cake, it just needs the cherries on top. That's essentially it. And the lighting will look a lot better down the road. So that's what I would say. Also, I think another thing that like I kind of had to like learn was like how to properly optimize, and that was definitely a challenge. Because when I first made it, I was like, I could I was like, I'll worry about the optimization later. Thank you, I appreciate that, man. I was like, I'll worry about the optimization when it calls to me, and then obviously that came with its own set of problems. But I did properly like the levels are actually properly optimized this time around, which I was really happy to finally get to that point. So like I said, it's basically like that's the point the levels are at, is basically like the cherries on top type thing. And I'm actually really proud of it. Like I'm actually like, I think it's better than Whispers of Winter. And I think it's like I learned a lot more, and it's just it's more feature rich. I wanted the levels to feel like very cinematic to a sense, and yeah, I think that's kind of what I would say. Like I said, it was based on like the campaign is like kind of based off of like a resort that was in Florida. And I remember I wanted to release it like in 2024 because I started development at the end of 2022. So I was like, man, maybe I'll release this in 2024. And obviously that did not happen. But that version of the campaign would not have been good. Just being real. It would almost be like very different in some areas. Excited to see what this year holds up for good custom campaigns. Need more good maps. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Vector Man Forever. Is that Vector Man is that a Smash Rex reference? Vector Man in that? How much inspo from Dead Island? Not really, actually. If I show the major inspiration, this was like a major, I mean, I guess it maybe feels like Dead Island, but I did not really use Dead Island that much. It was this. This, especially for map 5. Like this area completely, you can see a lot of the similarities there. This area is basically map 5. The casino area doesn't actually exist. I kind of just made that up. But this was map 5. I like a lot of this was the map I just showed. But yeah, this was like a huge inspiration. This was map 3, essentially, this area, kind of. You can maybe see like it in 10 years ago it looked more brown, but now it looks a little bit more like white, kind of eggshell. Yeah, this is kind of like what it looks like when I visited it. It was like more brown. So that's somebody made that like kind of model for me. Yeah, this is like the brown tint. Everything looks fucking eggshell these days. Yeah, you could say like some of these like pictures would definitely like kind of inspire the maps in general. If you kind of just look up that Hammock Beach Resort. I made it when I went there when I was a fucking child. And I was like, man, this would be a cool campaign. But I wasn't good enough. And it was like way too ambitious, bro. It was like, bro, could you imagine me doing that back then? It would be an ass. Boomerette goes down the water side. Splash triggers event. No, that would be way too silly. People would be very confused. They'd be like, why did a boomer just spawn the event? But yeah, so map 1 is the cruise ship. Map 2 is the lakeside, and then map 3 is the resort, and then map 4 is the casino. Map 5 is actually the resort. So yeah, I'm hoping this year. There's custom melee weapons. There's a custom tank skin. There's custom music. 2 custom melee weapons. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to its eventual release. It will come out at some point. I'm very proud of how it came out. And yeah, I can't wait to... I'm definitely going to tease it a bunch. So yeah, so... I don't know if I'll like show it off again in a future stream, but expect me to like kind of tease it and make videos. Probably there probably will be a big video at least at some point when it comes out, like showing it off and like the Whispers of Winter video, but like for Paradise of Doom. I purposefully chose the name Paradise of Doom. I think originally it was called Resort of Doom, but Paradise just sounded better. It was called Resort of Doom for a long time. That's why the map names are all called Resort, because that's just is this Resort 1, Resort Map 2, Resort, like I just keep it simple. But yeah. Trailer music video. There was a trailer I released like a year ago, kind of showing it off. I thought it was gonna come out in 2025, but essentially it just needed more I kept adding like more ideas and stuff. That was kind of what pushed it back. And also, if I released it in 2024, the optimization wouldn't have been as good, the visuals wouldn't have been as good, like all that stuff takes time. But it's almost there. But that's why I showed it off. That's why I showed off every fucking map, even at the fast render. Is anyone in chat? Does anyone want to play Rex? Does anyone want to play Smash? Anyone will play that shit? I don't know if anyone in here still wants to. Yeah, I heard Bomberman went 7th, like a pro. Hey, props to you, man. Here, I'll unplug my Splice. You want to play? Alright. I'm a little rusty probably because I was playing left, like I was working on the map earlier. Alright. Splice, my brother. Here we go. Splice is gonna beat my ass with his hero and his fucking blue alloy. For those who don't know, this is this Smash Bros mod. I like a lot of mods. But there's a Smash Bros mod that like adds a bunch of it's like kind of adds characters from pre-existing like builds and stuff and puts them all in one build. It's called Smash Rex. I play it a lot. It's a fun time. So I know last stream I couldn't do it, but I'll do it with y'all this time, baby. All right, here we go. All right, and then let me drop a code for you, Splice. Here you go. I almost beat the Pokemon ZA DLC. I finally got it down. It is like literally grinding. It is like it is a grind fest, bro. I'm sure you guys know. You literally have to grind and grind and grind endlessly. But I eventually got it. Bro, I got Mega Greninja because I bought the stupid Nintendo Online for $20 a month or whatever, or not a month, a year. I was like, you know, I have fucking $20. I'll let me experience Mega Greninja. I just want to experience. So I bought it just to use Mega Greninja, and I was like, motherfucker, it is very good. There was like some bosses I fucking needed him. I needed Mega Greninja. I actually like him, even though they made him like basically online only content. I do like the design, and I like how he just hits like a fucking truck, bro. Alright, here we are. Woo! Alright, let me, here, 1 sec. Woo! How's it been for you, Splice? Oh, you got Deathborn? Okay, you got Deathborn. Those don't know, this character hits like a fucking truck. Alright, here we go. There's also a new update for Animal Crossing like coming out in a couple weeks. Does anyone Animal Crossing fans? Oh my god. Oh my god. No. We call it the suitcase carry. Oh god. No! Oh no! No. What's up, Kick? Welcome, man. Defeat them. Yeah, so I'm playing Rex now. I showed off the campaign earlier. Ah! I'm Batman. That part of that character is very scary. That's armor that you just saw. He can tank hits. Oh my god! Like, and then fucking kills me. Damn it! Now I'm fucked. No, very good, very good. Shit. That character is scary. Nerf that character now. I'm kidding. It's snowing out there, so fuck it. Ah! Oh! How did my back not hit? I'm dead. Ah, I thought it was Rebel Edge. That was my bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's not dead yet. B reverse down B. No. I meant to input run. Oh my god. Oh. Damn it. That was my match to win. Oof. Alright, here we go. Oh. Okay. Sure why not. Final destination, baby. Getting off stage is not good in this matchup. Oh my god. Fucking button error. Oh my god. Your boy missed the B reverse. I'm rusty. Alright. Your boy is a little rusty. Croc time, baby. Little Mac, more like Little bitch. No. Alright, here we go. This character, can't wait for Little Mac to get nerfed. Can't wait for that to happen. Nice. Ooh. We all gotta start somewhere. No, I'm kidding. He's doing this so he doesn't get nerfed. Nice try. Oh shit. No, no, no. No. Oh, Little Mac. No! You can't live with Little Mac, you can't live without him. Fucking Little Mac. Ah! I was hoping the dash hitbox would kill him. That would have been funny. Dude, Lil Mac he's a weird ass character. The weirdest character of weird characters, that's Little Mac. You can't live with him, you can't live without him. Toon Zelda. Ready? Toon shit. I'm kidding. Hiya! Oh, I had no. What? Sometimes like, did I use my jump? Ah! You guys are funny. Would you guys rather have Toon Zelda as a top tier or Toon Zelda as a top tier or keep Little Mac as a top tier? No, I'm kidding. Toon Zelda, I don't know. Should she get changed? I don't know. Do you guys want that? Is that what the people want? Oh my god. Ah! Alright, you got me, you got me. I'm not gonna play this matchup again. You got me. You can pull out the blue alloy, I'm not afraid. Can Ridley do this matchup? After the nerfs? Does Ridley still have that dog in him? Does Ridley still have that dog in him? This is an underrated stage. I'm scared. Please stop. Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm almost dead. Oh, the back. Mm. Mm. Ooh. No. fuck? Yeah, buddy, okay. Really can fight. Really can fight. I wonder, the stage probably changes that matchup big time. Mm. Oh, fuck. Oh, it didn't hit. Oh. $130 for Zelda is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I wanted to do some stupid shit. I brought it back though. You got a little cocky there. I'll do this one. Ah, that. jeez. Okay. Mm. Yeah, that SD fucked that up. Alright. Ah. Ah. I don't know how that alloy lives some of that shit. I'm like, what in the fuck? They gotta make her lighter. She's way too heavy. Yeah. I just think some of like things that character does are not fair. Your Din's fire. What frame is that Din's fire? That's insane. Oh god. Oh no. That move is cooked. What? 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 That should have killed your ass. Oh my god. Fuck that character. No, never mind. No. Sometimes you gotta join the bad ones to become the best. Some of the things in this game, I'm like, oh, that would definitely work, and it doesn't. And then some of these characters things, I'm just like, what in the fuck? Definitely not balanced. It's just like, ugh. Like, how do you have Zelda in the game, and she's like better than Zelda in every way, and doesn't have any of the weaknesses Zelda has? I forgot this is the L load. Okay. Yeah. Cooked that character too. That up tilt. Who has the more broken move? Sandbag or Hero? Mm. Ah, shit, my bad. Ugh. Do a couple more. What's up, Big Bong? Yeah, sure, man. Ah. Who's before me? You're next, brother. Ooh. Little Mac, yeah, Little Mac's gonna get nerfed. Ah. Who did you play, Bomberman? No. Oh, they want him nerfed? That's good. I hope more characters get nerfed. I'm playing Sandbag right now because I realize all the characters that I want to play are just not playable. Like, I'm serious. I'm trying to like play with my heart. It just does not work. Some of these characters are cooked. Like Blaziken's impossible in this meta, in my opinion. That's not me. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a baby, but like, the good characters are absurdly cooked still. Like that, we're not really at a very balanced point. No one mentioned Bomberman. Yeah, just wait. I think some people know. I saw some people state his problems. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, GG's, man. I got outplayed. Alright, GG's, bro. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Big. Let's go, brother. We can do it. I am down to clown. Let me get a code for you. Splice, is there any characters you think should be banned or not banned, nerfed? Let me get a code. There you go. Alright, let me drop that in chat. Just for you. Just for you, Big. Alright. Metal face? Bomberman are locks? Oh shit. How do you know they're locks? Maybe I gotta pick up Metal Face. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I played Sandbag because he is definitely a troll. The alloys are silly as hell, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand how the alloys are balanced at all. They're all like... They're like the characters that they're based off of, except for like the Falcon one. But they're like oh, let's just make all the negatives non-existent. And it's like, blue alloy is absurdly heavy and impossible to kill. Yeah, I know Sandbag is crazy. That's why I picked him up, because I'm like, fuck it. If I can't beat him, gotta join him. Try now. That's what I told myself. I was like, if I can't beat these fucking... Like, if all these characters have sauce... Hero needs nerfs as well, yeah. It's pretty... I mean... I don't know. Are they trying to make P+, or are they trying to make PM 3.0? I don't know. But... Maybe some people will be like, no, he's fine. He's fine. He's a... Bomberman is also balanced. Every character should be Bomberman. It's like... Did any devs complain? That's what I'm theory. That's what I'm... Still not working. Okay, I'll do it again. Yeah, I can't play Blaziken in this meta. It's just like not... He's too honest of a character, if you know what I mean. Like right now the game is like hard hitting and like low end lag moves. Like characters all have like surprisingly, I think some characters I was like surprised they're kind of more balanced. Like here, try one more and then I'll join yours if it doesn't work. Oh, they don't come fast enough. I mean, I guess it depends what they're trying to do, but if they're trying to make like P+, obviously everyone's cooked, but... Like, even the alloys, I'm like, this would not fly, this would not fly. I'm like, ugh. That's why I was like, fuck it, I need to play Sandbag. And just hit the Unga Bunga. I need to join I mean, granted, King K. Rool was kind of Unga Bunga, that's... But I think they toned him down quite a bit. But Sandbag is like King K. Rool pilled. You're not able to join any of those? That's really weird. Okay, I'll join you, I guess. Because that's build... That's the same build I was just playing. Sukapon? Oh, like with the down smash? That character doesn't... Like, the down smash is definitely that character's entire identity, but I remember he had like some a couple moves that were a little kooky. He was kind of like Vector Man, where like no one was playing him. Failed to connect to server. It says failed to connect to server. Do you have the right build, brother? Maybe the build is wrong. What's up, Heavenly? What's good, man? Yeah, it said failed to connect. So I don't know. Is your build right, Rex? Everyone, including me, is complaining. Yeah, it said failed to connect to server. I was just playing Splice. Yeah, try relaunching. Maybe, I don't know, relaunching fixes it. Alright, let me try this. I'll send another code for you though. Oh, you got one? Alright. Never mind, I'll join you. It says failed to connect to server. The host code is too long. Please recheck that you have the correct code. Did you restart your computer? Try restarting your computer. I don't know. I was just in something. Yeah, the same thing. Maybe everything's got to be restarted, you know? Yeah, some of the characters, like, their end lag on their moves is, like, non-existent, and they hit, like, fucking trucks. Yeah, probably Little Mac is an example of that. Sandbag. Bomberman. There's probably many more. It's just, like, low end lag attacks, and then they're just, like, you're dead. Couple hits, boom, boom, gone. Death comes to you. That's just what I think. Alright, we're waiting for Big Bond to reload. Yeah. Wait on him. And then yeah. We'll keep it moving on. Is Smash Remix dropping an update soon? I heard they were like potentially gonna drop something. I'll make a video definitely on Smash Remix, the Smash 64 mod. I think they're definitely cooking something big in the background because I had some of that stuff leaked to me of what they were working on, and it was definitely pretty cool. Character related stuff. What the F for Link? You could pick up the weapons and then you have the weapons change depending. Are you saying with Link he could have sticky bombs and shock arrows? I mean, that could be a cool idea. I see. They kind of did that with Breath of the Wild Link, so you kind of mean like an extended version of that? I see what you mean. Alright, let's hit start. Now play. Get it going. Alright, I'm in. I told you I needed to restart. It was literally like giving up. Alright, I'm in there. He could have all the Sheikah and champion abilities. I know some people have wanted Link to change for a very long time, but like, do you keep Young Link or do you keep Toon Link the same, all that? Link is already pretty different than what he was in, even in like 64 Melee Brawl. With the arrow picking up and stuff, and he has like minute stuff, but I feel like they're too afraid to change the original 12, if you know what I mean. Because the original 12 have been around for so long. Alright, we're in. Nice. Alright, here we go. I can't wait to have some fun playing some fucking Rex with against a Bomberman. Big ball, okay. Sometimes it takes a while. I'm crossing my fingers. Yeah, it is a black screen. I'm like, are we close? Can you host? I guess so. I'd say for variation systems, when you'd have new moveset or old move. Oh, you want that like Mortal Kombat style? The only thing with that though is people are gonna choose the like most OP ones. You know what I mean? I don't know. That could be a problem. Like you just choose the most OP moveset and be like, yeah, why would I play Mario that's Mario Odyssey Mario when I can play the Mario that's like the campy broken Mario or whatever. That was how that game's meta was if you think about it. That game's meta was the exact same thing. Alright, there you go. What I would, like, the thing with Link is you could definitely change Young Link or you could change Toon Link and do some, like, you know, kind of tweaks to their overall moveset, if that makes sense. It really depends how you go about it. Are you able to connect? Let me know. I'd say for the people who want it. Yeah, because, I don't know. Some of them you could definitely play different characters, you know? Okay, I'll host one more time. Alright, fair enough. If not, then it's not there. Alright. Go ahead. Alright, here we go. Let me hit start net play. Yeah, same thing. I don't know. Whatever. It could be my end. I don't know. I just played with Splice, so I don't know. Alright then. Well, that's a wrap. Maybe next time. But, yeah. Alright then. Yeah, it's alright. Next time, man, I'm sure we'll get some matches in. You probably played a whole tournament too. You're probably like, eh. I could see you being like petered out a little bit too, so it's alright. No worries. Alright, you guys. I think Young Link should get the Mask from Majora's Mask. Toon Link should get the Wind Waker. I've seen that take too. I mean, they could really go whatever direction, but yeah, those aren't bad ideas. I know the next Smash game is probably being worked on right now, so look out for that. Alright, you guys. Take care. Thank you all for being patient, and yeah. The video will drop on Wednesday. The video is, we got more Left 4 Dead and like Smash videos coming, so yeah, Discord down below. Thank you all. Take care, please.